Hi everyone, I'm Charlie and welcome to BrickVault. Today, I am extremely excited to show off this incredible and massive custom LEGO Rebels AT-AT from Rob Van Leeuwen. I just finished building this model for our studio and I am so impressed by how awesome it looks, but also how durable this model is and how easy it is to move it around. Something that I certainly wouldn't have expected from a standing model of this size. Its minifigure scale, features a moving head and cannons, and is just freaking awesome. And before I get into the rest of all the cool details, if you want to build this incredible model for yourself, the instructions are available at BrickVault.toys. There is a link in the video description. When you buy instructions from us, you will get a PDF step-by-step building guide and a part list to order the pieces you need online. Buying from us helps support what we do here at BrickVault, and it also helps support the other amazingly talented builders that we work with. We rebuild and test every model here to assure buildability, instruction accuracy, and LEGO part availability to make sure that you have the best building experience possible. So getting back to this massive build, one interesting aspect of this version of the AT-AT is that it really doesn't have any separate designation from the classic AT-AT in terms of its name. So it's not like the AT-AT Mark I where the classic Empire Strikes Back AT-AT might be the Mark II. They're just both called AT-ATs. But this AT-AT does appear earlier in canon, first making an appearance in Star Wars Rebels, and even more recently in the video game Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. And the design itself is a hybrid, combining some of the original Ralph McQuarrie artwork with the classic Empire Strikes Back look. And personally, I really just love the look of this model, and the fact that Rebels and Fallen Order show this early version of the AT-AT in action is just awesome. One of my favorite scenes with this lumbering beast is in Jedi Fallen Order, when you see the aged, rusted, overgrown AT-ATs walking through a lake on Kashyyyk. I may even need to add some vines to this model at some point. And for that matter, it was actually modified in Rebels to serve as a mobile base, so there's potentially a lot of fun mods one could do with this build. Now looking more at the details, Rob did an excellent job here. The curves and the way that the frontal cannons integrate with the head look fantastic. The head can be posed looking left or right, and the guns can do some swiveling of their own. The rear turret can also rotate for a decent firing arc. The side panel details on this model are actually much more involved than, say, a traditional AT-AT, and again, Rob managed to integrate some really nice techniques, changing stud orientation as needed to get the right look. It has a beautiful underbelly detailing, which is important considering just how tall this model actually is. Now, when it came to the build process, it was surprisingly fun and really straightforward, which can be a rare thing for a model of this size and, frankly, structural complexity. Naturally, one of the most impressive aspects of this model is its sheer scale. Everyone loves the AT-AT because it just towers above everything else on the battlefield and has such a commanding presence. Here you can see it next to many of the other custom-built minifigure scale builds that we have instructions for at BrickVault.toys. You'll definitely want to make sure that you have a display area set up for this model if you plan on building it, as it certainly deserves to be front and center of any LEGO collection. Now let's talk about the durability for a second. One of the cooler things about this model is that it's, well, a piece of cake to move around. It's something that I've really come to appreciate in larger builds, since moving them around can be a real pain. This one certainly is not. Pop off the top panel and you have a holding point where you can lift it from. Each foot has a tire for traction, so it won't slide on any surfaces. The legs are strong and well secured to the body, and in general, the panels are pretty durable and won't come off without you, well, trying to remove them. This thing is a tank. Well, a walking tank. The part count weighs in at around 5,500 pieces, which is actually helped by the fact that it doesn't have an interior. So believe it or not, the costs are cut down by not having full interior details. It measures at 22 inches or 56 centimeters high, 27 inches or 68.5 centimeters long, and 10.25 or 26 centimeters wide. All that said and done, I just can't stop looking at this model. It's such a great build from Rob, and the design and place that this early AT-AT has in the universe, I just find really fascinating. If you guys want to build one of these for yourself, or you just want to support our channel and amazing builders that work with us, again, the instructions can be found at brickvault.toys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. As always, we appreciate your support, and we'll see you next time on BrickVault.